Alright, the next stage here is to glue up your box. So in this video I'm going to show you how to glue all the panels together. So with the same arrangement we had before, and obviously I didn't drill the holes yet, but that's just for the sake of time. And also make sure you're doing this on a piece of paper so that we don't get glue on the tables. And I'll have these laid out for you in the classroom. You're going to take your front panel first, and you're going to put a bead of glue around all four sides, all four edges. And you don't need a ton of glue, but just a nice thin bead like this. If you put too much, it just squeezes out all over the place later on when you put it together. And so I went ahead and I glued all those already. Now, your two side panels. Remember, we marked them T and B, and I told you I'd refer again to that, and this is why. Because I want you to glue only edges T and B. We're not going to glue these. So go ahead and put another bead of glue on edge T. And B. Same thing for this side. And then we're going to go ahead and flip these up and put them in place. And the glue actually helps keep it from falling over because it's pretty tacky. So now the reason we did it in that order is because now these three edges are glued. All we have to do is flip the top and bottom up. And this is where a partner or a friend can help keep things in alignment for you. It's not a bad idea. And then go ahead and squeeze it pretty tight. Give a good squeeze so that you have a good connection. And make sure it looks pretty square and all your edges are flush, as close as you can get them for now. And then what you can do is you have two options here. You can use a little tape and put a piece of tape diagonally to lock in your corners. But what you definitely need to do is check it for square. So before you really tape anything or rubber band it, we want to check all four edges and make sure it looks pretty darn square. Once you feel that is pretty accurate, again, you can use tape to help hold the corners diagonally, and you can put more around there if you feel it's necessary. And then we're going to go ahead and rubber band them, 2 rubber bands to keep it tight. And then again, you can kind of just double check it, make sure all your edges are flush. You can check it again with your square to make sure. And then the last step here is to take a damp paper towel and go around and wipe that excess glue off that squeezed out from between the joints. Getting that off now is much easier at this stage than later on. It'll save you some work. So go around it and get that glue off. You can even go flip it over and do the front face. And that damp paper towel is going to get that glue right off. So go around it all. And then you want to set it this way so it doesn't stick to anything while it dries. And you can put it in a safe spot to dry until the next day. So that's it for gluing up. Make sure it's accurate, make sure it looks good, make sure all your edges are square and flush.